Alright. I think I'm ready. Oh, right in time. At the minute. So let's bring the camera. And yeah, right in front of buttons. Cool. So, it's been actually quite a long time. I realized that when I made a thumbnail. 9 days. So quite a lot happened. We had the end of the jam, the review, yada yada yada. So yeah, pretty cool actually. I mean, I was expecting to perform good on the jam. But yeah, I mean, it's still like slightly kind of surprised because we had like a big contest regarding the category we were playing in. But yeah, so today is about GemCraft. So for the little anecdote, if we can say it like this, I guessed that the game for the game like Gem would be GemCraft. Like that was my guess. So I wasn't very far because it is a tower defense that we had in the end. But yeah. So the plan for this stream and the next content, I guess, is gonna be at the moment play this game, which is another tower defense and a very different one than Bloons. So that's, I take this as inspiration because the next content will be how to make a tower defense, but in a more explanation way, if I can say that. So let's actually see what we have with this game, and if that's what I did like 2 minutes ago on my old save, so we're gonna create something new. And I lost what I was about to say, but yeah. Okay, so apparently we have different difficulties in there. So the first one is you have a freezing edge over the enemy. Freeze spell is given at the start. Gem damage +3 at first grade. 3 free buildings. So that's the easy mode, is it? Yes. That's very much the easy mode. More mana at the start. More drops. More XP from enemies. And easier first wave. Okay. Then we have the Frostborn, the original difficulty. It has turned out to be cruel and frustrating. Alright. And then we have Iron. More wave, tougher monsters. It's different. Yeah, it's different. So we're gonna go with Frostborn. So, the point of this exploration of the game, I don't think I will be going through how to make a game like GemCraft tutorial. I don't think I will be doing that. That's... I don't want to say like it's repetitive, but I want to see what are the mechanics we can take from this. What is going to be easy to make, what is going to be hard. And also like what are the good practice we can use in a tower defense. This right here, this game is the 3rd chapter, I believe. So the 3rd game in the series GemCraft. So there's a little bit of experience behind that. So yeah. The first thing I see is that it seems to be using a grid system. Which I didn't remember. I did not remember about that grid system. The next thing I noticed right away is that it seems that each projectile is actually aiming at an enemy, right? It will follow the enemy until it hits. So that I appreciate. And I saw right here a little particle about the turret. Like, did it level up? Oh yeah, damage increases at 56 hits. Damage increases at 24 hits. So that actually create a few gems. Why is that a fresh haircut? It depends. I think that's 1 week or 2 week old. Otherwise, if you mean like the entire getting rid of the long hair, that's kind of old. But yeah, it's still in the shape sort of. Is that mana? Yes. I have a level? There's just so much. Okay, so that's the end of the first round. Alright. That was fast, and there's quite a lot going on. Kill a monster, win battle, with the core being safe. Alright. Then we have lore. Interesting. And that's, if I remember correctly, the chapter selection. Shadow Course, I think that's what you use to buy upgrades. Yeah, chapter selection, definitely. Actually, I want to see if those musics are copyright free or not. Don't seem to be harassed by YouTube right now, so it's probably fine. Okay, so the first thing I want to look at in this game is the placement. So obviously you have to place the gems in the turret slots, so that kind of creates limitations. But then you can build some, right? So you can say that you want to build more turrets. How does he call that? Yes, towers. So you can build more towers. And here we clearly have this grid shape. So it is actually quite a narrow grid shape. And the path is quite wide. So my first thought about this is eventually using a time map for this could be interesting. But yeah, I don't know. Like, time map is something that I don't use that much, so it's kind of tricky for me to use that. Let's see. Oh. I'm doing several things at the same time. So here we have gems which decrease the armor, but we have poison gems which ignore armor. So I don't know. Do we really want that? Oh, maybe at the end, like very end. Oh, God. We can build walls. Oh no, I can't. Too bad. Yeah, so that's quite a waste, but that's fine. I don't know if this stacks. Can we see the poison stacking? They're too weak to see that. Oh, this one here. Yeah, it's poisoned. Ah. Oh, they died too fast. Yeah, so it is poison damage anyway, so yeah, it's clear here. Plus 8 over 9 seconds. So it can't just increase. Oh, that's confusing. Slightly. Throw a gem. Combine gems. Yeah. Right. You probably don't want to combine those here. So yeah. Back to godot thinking in there. Eventually, yeah, having a time map, but not necessarily to draw the map, but just to manage the tiles. And I think that's a good way to start using time maps for as like the time map is just here to manage mechanics, not visuals. So I'm actually gonna fire Godot right now. Oh. Oh, I think, was that in... Yes, that was in GDScript. So let's try to open a time map there. Maybe I can get it slightly, yeah. Oh, victory, really? I didn't even play it. Select a monster, call a wave early, combine gems, have a grade 1 gem with 100 hits. Right. Can I get it to endless? Yeah, I guess. Trial mode? Okay, no, I don't care about that. I think endless has to be unlocked later. Oh, okay, I didn't start a new one. Oh yes, and we have unspent skill points. It's kind of weird. Oh, okay. That's interesting. But I kind of like. Click. Okay, so they explain us how to build towers. Cool. Oh yeah, and we have no turret here. Huh. Yeah, let's just see the godot thing. It's kind of weird to have a small godot. So the timer thing. I think the idea, in order to get a information time map, that would be to kind of have different visuals, but still have the same shared data. I don't know if that's possible. Like, if you change the I think it's an atlas, they call that. Like, you have one atlas which is just absolutely transparent with that you use a kind of this level, sort of. And then you have another atlas, which shows that, okay, this is not passable terrain. This is path terrain. But there's still a difference. There could be a kind of difference. It's kind of weird. Or maybe right here, there's like a white-ish overlay. So there is indeed a kind of... because we can see that the path is green, dark green, and it becomes light green. I mean, greenish, not even green. Yeah, the question is, if we have two different tile sets, is that possible to actually just change the tile sets and have everything update at the same time? Like, are we in the tile set here? Time map. Oh, that's deprecated, okay. I picked the wrong one. The type a new tile set. Okay, square. Good. But here, yes, we have the tile set. So we can set a value. So maybe we can do that. Clear all cells. Because we could be like changing, but I don't think that changing the atlas is the actual way to go with that. What could be interesting eventually is have actually two layers, right? So what if we're having no 2D in there as the root, and here we have the path layer, and then we have the block or unbuildable layer. That could work. I think it could work. But then one thing I will probably not do is have the path be recalculated. Because essentially what you can do in this game is have the path be modified, right? Like you create walls and the enemies will go around the wall, so you can block specific path. However, I think having this is too complicated. It is technically possible because you will kind of use an R star, A star pathfinding algorithm to get to here. But that's a lot. That's a lot to go through. And one thing, maybe kinda, I don't know if that's like stupid thinking or whatever, but I usually dislike square grids in general. I prefer hexagonal grids because of the diagonal moves. If that makes sense. Moving diagonally on a squared map is different than moving on the orthogonal directions. So you kind of have to make extra calculation. Yeah, eventually those are actually easier to make than the extra things you have to do for hexagonal grids. So... yeah, but anyway, I will probably use the actual path that we have right now. That's fine. The thing is that we actually want this to actually be useful at some point. Hey Ryan, how you doing? What's up? Like the timer has to be useful at some point if we want to use that. Like especially like in order to position an object like this turret. What project are you starting now? So basically what I'm doing is I'm kind of exploring this game GemCraft as in order to get inspired for what's going to be next. Because I think that's going to be tower defense. But I'm not sure how I want to handle that. So I'm kind of, yeah, inspecting how this game's made, what we have in this game, to see what are the choices that I'm going to take for the next series. And there are actually a lot of good things in this game that I do prefer compared to balloons. So that's something I was saying in the introduction. When we were talking about the game jam before it started, I guessed that this game would be the source for the jam. So I was wrong. But I was not that far away, because it is a tower defense. So right now I'm thinking about the time map, and the square map actually. Because the balloon games didn't have a map, it was just collisions, and that was fine. But right here, it's very different. I want to say that technically we don't really deal with collisions. Like, let's say that I start this wave. Something in this line. Okay. Run. Let's run here. This guy here, I don't think they have a collision. They have a pathfinding, but they can probably walk on each other. Maybe we'll see them walk on each other actually. Yes, they do walk on each other. They're trying to find a good TD game and all good. Well, try this one. If you don't know this one, you want to find the original version of this. So that's the third iteration of the game. But I think you can find the first one. It's called GemCraft. And I really loved it when I was young. I mean, I do love it still. Oh, you mean for my inspiration? Okay. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a old Flash game. It's just that I was thinking about this one before, and yeah, I think there's a lot of good things in this one. I don't know if I will be making the gem system. It is good. It is good. But it can be too complicated. That's what I'm fearing. So... But not the name? Oh, you search it on Google, you can see it again, but not the name. Interesting. Like, the name has to not be disclosed. That's the policy of whatever they say. So that's the river. Can I zoom in? No. They're animated. That's cool. It's such a good game with towers you can upgrade, merge, where you have mana and powers. It should be kind of similar to this one then. Well, there are just so many tower defense games. With the NES games. That's actually cool to be able to pose. Oh yeah, and the posing... I think that was you, Darren, who made me understand a little bit more of those. This one is unique, yeah. So you said it was a Flash game. Let's see, I already have this. Crazy Games? Isn't that the website where we have balloons? I'm trying to see if I played one of those, but honestly, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know any of those, beside Blue. Check Discord. Tower defense game for Linux. Can I get this bigger? Yes. So... turrets are pre-positioned, right? Like you have slots and you put them on there. So having slots for the turrets is already kind of removing a lot of headache. If I can... yeah, it is removing a lot of headaches. Because you're getting... I mean, you're relieving yourself from the need to make a build system. You can build more? Alright. Like, is that even, like, a new path of enemies? Two, three. The style is actually quite Quite simple, I like it. You have specific biomes where only one type of building can be placed, not on the map. So, like... Wait, I'm gonna read that again. You have specific biomes where only one type of building can be placed. So let's say that, for example, here we have like the desert builds. And they don't go in a ice mountain, for example. Like you can have half of the map iced and okay, and half the map red. All right. You can't find a name. Yeah, I mean, with this image, you could think it is a pirate thing or whatever. But if they're different biomes, like it's way different. Maybe you can play to see. No, this is just a map. Yeah, exactly. It's a boss fight. I mean, it looks like there are big enemies coming on the side as well. Are they like cutting a path and eventually bridging in? Like that would be kind of cool. So yeah. Because the thing is that probably the turrets are a little bit more interesting than what we may have in GemCraft. I'm actually quite curious. I think I should play the game until I find the lightning turrets. I'm quite curious to see how they made the lightning turrets. If there's a lightning turret, which is not necessarily something. Should I create another tower or... Maybe I should. Yeah, the beginning of the game is quite easy actually. I shouldn't be overthinking this. Because these are just the simple hits. They get a target, they auto aim, and that's it. It's actually quite nice how the projectile path is to the enemy. I really like it. So it's still the same projectile, right? Yeah. Okay, we're good? We're good. Because obviously one of the, what I want to say, important thing to think about with the tower defense game is how you're going to handle the towers actually hitting the targets. And having the auto hit is something I think is really cool. Okay, so we only have poison. That's a problem. Are they passing here? I don't think they are. No, they're not. I don't see why they gave us this map as the build map. Like, it's absolutely not necessary to build here. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just like too confident. The sound of the game seems horrendously slow. I mean, low. Yeah, it was. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's bad. The one that you showed was another one, not so fun. Thanks. Did it show something else? Just treasure. Okay, so that's the name. The one that you showed was another one, not so fun. But I think you can give it a try. Okay. Next mist. Yeah. Give me the electric turret already. I mean, if it is a thing. It has been a thing. More mana. Fusion. Cursed Treasure 2. Why is that something I can play right now? It isn't a crazy game. Okay. Let's see what we have. Is there music? No, I don't want music. Okay, let's hope it's not too... I can bring it down later. Oh, it's even in French! Time to practice your French, Dorian. Alright. Enemies need to steal your gems to win. Oh no, French. Do you have PTSD? I would understand that. I mean, if I wasn't French, I would have never learned this language. It's like... I mean, I think like learning French is probably the same terrible experience as learning other Latin languages like Spanish, for example, I guess. And I hated that. You can upgrade towers, and at level 3 you can choose a path to evolve the towers. Yeah, so that was in one of the games in the tram, which was actually quite an interesting game. I just got distracted and forgot about it. But yeah. So you have to construct towers on the tiles of the corresponding color. And you get gold by destroying enemies and collecting the coins. Okay, so we have 3 towers. I'm gonna say the shack. I don't know. The crypt in the temple. Why is the game in French? Probably because it's identifying the language of the OS. Yes, you don't have any Romanian because no one cared to translate them into Romanian. I think it's that simple. Okay, so we can build here. Okay, we'll have to click on it. Okay, so this is the kind of menu I like. This kind of menu I do like. Okay, and here we have 3 biomes. Okay, I get that. Nah, bullshit. Yeah, well, you know. The Inferno Tower is the best. We can involve it in the God Temple with flames. Well, the permanent stream of damage. Oh yeah, that's something interesting to see. How the turrets attack. That's a really good thing to look at. So what is this doing? Like, is that like triggering a new wave? No. Oh, it's just like, okay. Timing me the enemies. The peasant! It's weak and pathetic. Wow, that's violent. But every lord has a lot of peasants, and they're the first to rush to the attack. Yes, my lord. Yeah. So they're, yeah. They're the peasants. So we had a searing fire, like this connection here, that's kind of cool. And here we have the nails. It's throwing nails? Yes, kind of. Oh, a rose, maybe. You have cities. You can attack in some maps. More you can't say. Yes, it's an arrow. Indicating that the tower is... Oh no, that's something different. Okay, so the arrow, yeah. Let's make this... Okay, so that's destroying and that's building up. Oh, and how's this one attacking? Oh, I can upgrade? Oh, it's just not experienced enough. So we have like, yeah, energy balls. Okay, interesting. So it has ammunition. I think I'm in a bad position right now. Upgraded towers, yeah. I wanted to just focus on this one, but that doesn't work. Oh, can I get it back? Yes, I will get it back. Give it back, you mean. Can I click it? Oh no, they're going to pick it from here? Alright. New spell. And I have mana. Oh, that's brutal. He's never gonna make it. Or maybe he is. Alright. Oh, I can't watch an advertising to get more experience. I really didn't get 3 stars. Like, I'm sorry, no. There's no way. Oh, there we go. They're gonna burn. Or maybe not. Are they resistant to that? Show me your stats. No, they're not. Collect that coin on the ground. Oh. Oh no! Is there like 10 years latency? I hate that. Why did I upgrade this one? So the UI isn't the best, I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I didn't even want to read that. Okay, so there's still a grid here. What is that doing? Oh, whatever I want? Can upgrade the towers here. What's that? Oh, that's a very interesting concept. I like that. Yeah. Take buildings. Saisissez les bâtiments pour être gardés en dehors de la portée de l'ennemi. Oh. The icon, flickering icon, indicates that you have enough resources to take the building. Click on the building, and why are all these words I don't know? It has higher range. So this one is probably good at the high end. I'm a crypt guy. Like, I'm definitely a crypt guy. What is that? Istanbul? Yeah, I'm crypty. Cut the forests? Yeah. Okay. Tobal is a waste bar. Yeah, that's the kind of similar to what we had in GemCraft actually. Oh. Let's actually make more money. I'm not gonna have my 3 stars. New upgrades. Okay, so this is the frost. That's the sniper. I kind of had like the electric vibe. No, they're gonna take my coin. What's that? Skulls? Alright, so we're technically the bad guy here. That's cool. That's alright. I can deal with it. No! You thief. Alright, I think I need to make more. But this costs mana, so it's technically better than just... Oh yeah, that's forest. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just clicking buttons at this point. Upgrade forest tower. Yeah. I saw that way too late. Oh, I just don't have the money? Yeah. Work, you miners! Potion. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're not done. We have the big guy. Here's the big guy. Adventurer. It's still not gonna make it. Just in case. Burn more. Okay. There are a lot of good ideas in there. Good job. Talents, let's build by talents. Click here or here. Or here. Plus 40 mana when you start a mission. Yeah. Take the next tower of the same kind, 2 or less expensive. What the hell does that mean? Make the next tower of the same kind. Okay, well. Alright. Plus 20 gold when you start a mission. Oh, that's actually what I wanted. Well, I'm spending like crazy. Oh! Yeah, I'm gonna pick that because I'm bad. So the gems go back to the shack. Or to the whatever they are. And I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. Alright. This is a game stream, you like it? Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So, this is... Is this supposed to slow? I don't know. How many gold do I have? Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of things. What the? They tricked me. So I have to take this out. What's going on? No, really, this guy? For real? You're the bad guy here. Yeah, that's obvious. Now, look at this gem. Like, slowly drifting. Okay, I'm so gonna make more. New... Alright. Those are so useless. You have a fountain top left for mana. I don't know if mana is what I'm looking for. So this makes them less coming at this every wave. Oh. That's to make goal? That's to make goal. Let's make gold. Maybe mana to make spells. Actually, don't use spells. I mean, they're good spells. They're good. Oh, it costs mana to build that. Yes. Okay, never mind. And the city. Alright, that's what you meant. I understand now. Did I click that and waste it? The faster you upgrade the towers, the faster you can evolve them. We need that XP. Oh yeah. Huh. Flying enemies? Alright. This is scary, it seems. Oh, we have a lot of gold! I didn't see that. All the cheaters! Are we this far already? Oh, almost. The scores of spell can trap enemies there for a short time. Yeah, I think I wasted the first one. Wow. It hesitates a lot. Oh, again, I almost deconstructed it. Yeah, let's build things, I don't know. I don't know. At this point, I'm improvising. So it looks like here, it kind of works with the same grid system. We have 2 grids, I think. That's my guess. I think we have a grid for the path, and we have a grid for the building space. This grid here we can't see, but the enemies, they use that grid to overpath. What's this doing? Okay. So there's a building system. So honestly, I think that for the tutorial series, getting rid of the building system or putting it later and have a static system first could be interesting. Oh wow, this is so not what I was expecting. Get trapped. Big spell, yes. So a lot of gold, a lot of mana. Yes. Technically getting gold here. We don't have place to build on. Oh yes we do. Oh, this is never gonna hit anything. 1,000 gold, yeah, it looks okay. I actually have a lot of gold. Oh, it did upgrade, that's cool. Now let's take this gold. You get passive experience. Oh, I have too much mana. Experience. What is experience used for? The tower XP. Oh, okay. Yes, so even if they're stuck. Bosses. Okay. This dude has allies. Yes. Get fired. Boom. The adding spells, it's kind of interesting as well. Can I stun him? Yes. No, he's gonna make it. Okay, there we go. So no 3 stars, I guess. My back's killing me. Good job again. I mean, the game is kind of wanting me to win at this point. It's not too hard at the moment. It's not like you have to make super complicated choices that can make you lose. Oh yes, there we are. Where are we? Oh, we actually have quite a lot of time. Not too hard. Yes, exactly. So I'll actually be right back real quick. Okay, we're back. We're back. Camera's here. So, yeah. There are actually quite a few good ideas here. Definitely. That's not a question. And this, while this build system is interesting, that's pretty much what I don't want to get into at the moment. But those passive buildings, that's really cool. That I really want to keep, in a way. And there's a lot more resource management than in GemCraft, for example. Simple is the best way? Yes, definitely. That's the thing, right? For example, if you want to use a grid, that already makes things a little bit harder as well. But technically there's a way to absolutely ignore the grid. Let's say that, let's take GemCraft as an example. Here. Let's pick the next map. I like this button. So, for example here, you could say that we could create different paths. Paths? Well, different path with an S. We could create like one like this, one from here to here, and based on where they spawn, they could choose one path or the other. And if you want to have, for I don't know what reason, no, that's the offset already, so that's fine. So we kind of have the offset already, which is doing the little randomness. But yeah, you can have, I don't know, let's say that we have a fork. You can create two paths, one for each fork, and then when they spawn, you can choose on what fork you want them to spawn. Also, I thought about something different, which is have enemies go from one path to another. Like you have the path which comes, I don't know, I have to show you with this. Let's say yes. Imagine that the path goes top. You can have the path ends here, and have two others starting here, and basically they choose one or the other to go next. That's something possible as well. But yeah. But eventually, if we go with the route where we don't build anything, that's probably the best way. And this way we don't need the grid. Because the grid is nice, but it adds a full layer of complexities. Where's Godot? Yeah. I think it can be done later once the tower defense thing is well settled. For grid, you can use time map with Ty's idea. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. But first thing, I will have to be very bold with that because I don't use time maps. I tend to not like them very much. But, which means that I'm not very knowledgeable in time maps in general. But yeah, for example, yes, there's this thing, which you may have mentioned with the set cell. Right? So that's the thing. I mean, when I've been working with time maps and buildings and stuff, I actually worked a little bit different, right? Like, let's say that here we have an object, like a building, like a tower. This is something to build on it. That, to me, that would be a node. That would be a node and not a tile. Well, you need to work with the tile resolution. If the time map is 16 by 16, the grid will be the same. You can do another tile. Texture and dome. Farm mana and farm XP. Yeah, eventually. Cause yeah. I think you were not here when I talked about this, but here it just looked like we have like the texture background, which is just a drawing, and then we have two layers, and one is just a white overlay for the path, and the next is just a black overlay for the unbuildable layer. So you don't have to work with the time map actually having textures, and that is manageable. Because also what I want is that the person who watched the series is able to, I want to say, recreate map easily without having to go through, okay, so you need to create a time map, which is complicated. And by the way, I'm going to say aha. So, first, hi, nice to see you. And when you say farm mana and farm XP, like, what do you mean? Are you talking about, like, the other game I was playing before? Is that possible? Yeah, you had something in mind, it's gone. Yes, Inkscape. Because there's this thing, right, with Inkscape, for example, like creating a map is quite simple. Let's see, libraries, documents, Godot. I think it's in the series. Textures? Yes. So basically, yes, that's the thing, right? Like you can create a path easily here. And then you can go in Godot and you have the points to use to create the actual path, to recreate the path to the node. And it's actually very easy to make a path like this. Like, let's say like we create another one. Let's hide this one and let's create another path. Is it easier than timelapse? To make a path, definitely. But it's very geometric. That's the thing. Like, let's say you want to start here and you want to do something like this. And I don't know. It's kind of a weird path, but that will prove my point. So you just change the stroke, basically. Change the stroke to white. And something around 75 white, and you have your path. Eventually you can change the angles if you wish. And then you get it to have an outline. And there we go. You have your path. So that's what I was thinking, right? That's a very easy way to create a path. And even if you have no art skill, you can start prototyping something. So the only thing I didn't do here is have the pink indicator, right? Because if you look at the other path, I have the pink indicator that says where are the points. You just have to duplicate it. But yeah, technically you have this, and then you eventually can say, I will dedicate slots for building towers. So that could be cool, probably. Why is this gem here? Let's actually try to go... oh wait. I don't know. I will go a little bit further in this game to see what kind of interesting thing we can get. Whoa. So yeah, bad start. If I remember correctly, those traps are weaker than full towers. They actually don't seem to be hitting different enemies. Yes, they do. They definitely hit. Oh, I don't know. Actually, good question. Is it easy? Oh yeah, that we dealt with. Yes, that's the question of resource management as well. And wave spawning. I'm actually quite curious to see how people do that. I think there are some videos about that. Let's actually try to win this. Yes, enough mana to build a tower, please. Oh, there's a lot of cooldown here. Wow, this is so much a loss. I'm so not into it. What's going on with the music? Okay, we're just on a very eerie one. Oh. Yeah, put that here. Why is this not ending? This lasts forever. Oh, this does nothing. Yep. Yup. Also, I didn't spend any skill points. Maybe there's... Yeah, maybe there's a reason for this. Alright. First upgrade gem cost. What's this? Is this even worth? Anyway, I wanted to do something, and I lost it. Yes, godot. Wave system. I think Mina has one. Let's see. Where is she? Wait, what? Okay. Yes. What the hell? So, Scene transition. But I think she did something regarding spawning. Okay, maybe I'm gonna use the search. Yes, enemy wave system. Because that's the thing, right? Using the time node. That's the thing. Maybe if we have this going in there. Signing up the wave list. Periodic spawning. So she's... What is that? 2 integers. So is it like the enemy index? The enemy index and the timer count before the next one? Instantiating the wave. Okay, we have a path. The path is great when you're not using a auto path algorithm. Definitely. Adding the wave path. No, that's not a problem. Yes. Setting up the wave list and instantiating the wave. That's pretty much what's the most complicated, I guess. So Elfium did a system as well. With a dictionary. But did she use a dictionary here? Type and amount. Oh, that's balloons, is it? Because we have different things to think about. what kind of enemies, how many, and how fast. So yeah, we have a list of enemies. Alright. Wave list. Okay, describing a wave content. Okay, that makes sense. C-sharp tuples. Interesting. So, if I'm remembering this correctly, tuples are basically what I use vectors for in GDScript. Information's being connected together. Yes, that's it. See, like you have two values next to the other, and they are connected. Yes. So that's, if you're wondering why I use vector2 for something other than coordinates, that's pretty much why. I mean, I'm doing the same thing. So eventually, right here, it could be possible to add the interval. But also, it's quite interesting to see how you can translate this one into the other. Well, it's actually quite easy, I think. No, never mind, it's actually easy. Yeah, so we have a timer, and the timer is pretty much always the same length. So technically it's just a question of changing this timer time value. Yeah. Alright. So I think we're actually quite good. I pretty much have seen everything I wanted to see. Not sure. Yeah, this is how I can fusion. So I'm gonna go further in this game to see what we have. Maybe that was a mistake, but I just did. Yes. And this grants mana, does it? Oh boy. We're doomed. That's just the beginning and I'm already losing. That's a very bad sign. You're going! Then have a good night, whatever, and I'll see you later. Thanks for passing by, that was cool. I'll try to see if GemCraft is a little bit more packing for us. Good night to you. Alright. Can we make it work with the turrets? Or do we actually need more base mana? Which is absolutely possible. But the fact that the mana ripping is here is kind of confusing. Oh. And there's one again. Who's... No, that's never gonna make it. Yikes. Yikes. Eventually I need a mana rip before The traps actually do more damage. That's weird. Oh, wait, maybe it's just the effect, which is stronger. Also, the UI is something important to think about. I forgot about this. So we have two different things. We had the waves at the top, and here we have the waves on the left. But generally speaking, the towers and stuff are on the right. The most important part of the UI is on the right. So thinking about which part of the UI is reserved for the world and which part is reserved for the UI is important as well. Thinking about the stretching of the screen. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that's too late. What? Seriously? That's a one-shot? Okay, let's try again. Well, actually, I could go back. Technically. Technically speaking. Oh, I needed the blue one here. I don't know if fusing those with others could be interesting. Like blue-green? Oh, this is gonna put it on cooldown. And it loses poison damage, so no, that's terrible. We can't build traps? No, we can't. Okay, we can go now. Let's go. Yeah, the trap is stronger for some reasons. But maybe it's just like, yeah, the damages are way weaker. So... Okay, different idea. No, it was actually fine. Yeah, I think right now the idea is going to be returning to the map. Let's see what we can do here. Let's try the entrance mode. Actually, it's also interesting to think about different kind of modes we can have. Okay. Alrighty. We're good. Fire gem. Okay, so we can have a tower hit here to unlock this. So we need to build a tower around there. Also, that's quite interesting, this kind of things you can interact with. Oh, really? There's no reach? Is it possible to change? Yes, we can change the... Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, you can hit now? Oh, come on. Yeah. Alright. So... Drop a jump bomb or link amplifiers to decrease the banishment cost. So we can make the core stronger. Another interesting concept, I guess. And this one you're gonna hit the structure. Yes, thank you. And throwing the gems as bomb, that's also quite interesting. Kinda like that. Don't understand the read damage. Click on the battlefield to drop a copy of the first gem in the inventory, spending mana. That's kinda cool. Okay, I'm glad I tried that. Technically, you can have stronger gems, have stronger bees. Oh, this is gonna end poorly. Yep, but I have the tome, so I guess that's cool. We have a new skill, right? Banishment mana cost, yes. So I guess we don't really care about that. And here we have another stash. That's the thing. Some ideas are interesting, like in the concept of what if you want to make the full game, right? If you want to work on a big project, entire game. But here, for the tutorial purpose, not that useful. Kinda like the poison, not gonna lie. Is this enough? Yes, the poison has to be concentrated at the start because it needs to do its damages. Down here. Probably. Mm-hmm. They're passing. They managed to go there. Okay. Okay, that's just a lot of shadow cores. Not really what I wanted. Yeah, maybe not the best idea to fusion right now. Also scaling the difficulty. Tower experience? Yeah, is that something you want to deal with? That's a good question. And there we go, we're losing that. Oh, not lost. Okay, surprising. Actually, I think I have enough informations now. That's kind of cool. That's enough. What's this used for? Talismans? Eventually. Yeah. So we're gonna stay here for tonight. Kinda short stream, but that's fine. The point anyways, just to have a rough idea and get inspiration, and it did its job. I'm indeed inspired. So the next step is going to be working on the actual videos. Yep. So I'm going to stay here for tonight. If you're passing by and you actually have some good tower defense game with ideas you would like to be explored in the tutorial, if it's not too complicated, of course, you can always send that on Discord. So anyway, I will be disappearing, and I'll say good night to you, or good afternoon, or even good day if that's the morning. That's up to you. I'll see you later. You take care, and I'm out.